preaching like angels, but devils and lies. Halo of light, watch the saints disguise.
Standing in the light, but they rotting inside. Every sermon that they speak is a cover for the crime. Preach about love while they feeding off pain. Holy on the surface, but their souls in chains. Hands on the Bible, but the pockets full of greed. They poison every truth, planting venom like seeds. Kneel to the crowd with a mask so sweet, but the footprints of sin still burning their feet. Hypocrisy reigns in the house of the fake. Every word golden, but the soul gon' break. Smiles in the day like corruption at night. The mask always cracks in the absence of light. Halo of light shining over their head, praying with their lips, but their hearts long dead. They hide in the faith, but the truth don't bend. Hypocrisy kills what they can't defend. Halo of lies, it's a crown of decay. They act like saints, but they lead you astray. The mask of the holy is just a disguise, and the devil stands tall in the saints' own eyes. Politicians preach change, but they feasting on blood. Leaders talk hope while they drown in the mud. Smiles on the screen, but the streets no pain. Hypocrisy a kingdom and deceit is the reign. Preachers taking tithes while the hungry still starve. Every speech rehearsed, every promise a scar. They dress in white robes, but the stains don't fade. In the shadow of truth, all their lies get laid.
Mask falls down when the mirror don't lie. Halo of lies gonna burn when they die.
Halo of lies shining over their head, praying with their lips, but their hearts long dead. They hide in the faith, but the truth don't bend. Hypocrisy kills what they can't defend. Halo of lies, it's a crown of decay. They act like saints, but they lead you astray. The mask of the holy is just a disguise, and the devil stands tall in the saints' own eyes. Saints are sinners. Halos, just mirrors. Truth bleeds, lies burn. Yeah, bleed you.
You swore forever, but forever never came. False promises, just words with no name.
Said you ride for me, but you left in the storm. Every vow that you made was already torn. You painted the sky with illusions of hope, but the colors all fade, just a hangman's rope. Every I got you was a blade in the dark. Every trust me left a scar on my heart. Your lips spun lies with a holy tone, but your accent betrayed what your voice had shown. Promises whispered, but the silence was loud. You vanished like smoke, left me lost in the crowd. Your words were the chains that dragged me down slow, but the truth cut free what I needed to know. False promises written in the sand, washed away quick by the tide's cold hand. You built me a dream, but the walls won't stand. Just echoes of lies in a cursed wasteland. False promises, poison in disguise. Truth in the shadows, but you sold me lies. I burned every vow, let the ash of decay. No promise remains, only pain stays today. You said trust me, but the night proved wrong. Your faith was a fraud, your loyalty gone. You carved pretty words on a coffin of stone, left me screaming in silence, left me alone. Your future was built on the lies that you fed, but the house always crumbles when the truth is dead. I ripped through the chains, but the scars still show. Every false promise taught me not to hold.
Broken tide,
Promises fade,
nothing survived.
your words were the fire, but the flame burned out. Now only the silence is left to shout. False promises written in the sand, washed away quick by the tide's cold hand. You built me a dream, but the walls won't stand. Just echoes of lies in a cursed wasteland. False promises, poison in disguise. Truth in the shadows where you sold me lies. I burned every vow, let the ashes decay. No promise remains, only pain stays today. No Truth fades, lies breathe. Every smile hides a blade beneath. Deception in the veins. Trust bleeds out in chains. Yeah.
Fake friends creep with the mask of the con. Daggers in the back while they smiling in line. Talk sweet words but the venom runs deep. In the silence of the dark, that's a secret they keep. Shadows walk closer with their handshake cold. Every promise they give is a story they sold. Building castles on lies, watch the walls decay. Deception always wins in the daylight. Gray, sweet tongue, bitter heart, watch the switch ignite. Every truth broken under neon light. Trust ain't real when the eyes don't meet. Every lie bows down to the lies they repeat. Lies and deception running through their veins. Smiles in the daylight but the soul's in chains. Trust turn to dust when the mask's in play. Every false promise gon' rot away. Lies and deception like a crown they wear. Playing saints in the dark but the truth ain't there. The shadows whisper louder than the words they say. Every lie burns bright till the night turns dead. Politicians, lovers, they all bleed the same. Hide a dagger in the deal just to rise in the game. Sweet lips poison every kiss a wound. Every heart that believed is a tomb too soon. They feed off trust like a vulture's feast. Every truth they preach is a lie released. Broken glass and the smiles they send. Deception's a cycle that never gonna end.
Whispered lies, tangled threads. Every word they speak leaves the living dead.
The mirror cracks, reflection bleeds. Truth dies young, and the lie succeeds.
Lies and deception running through their veins. Smiles in the daylight but the soul's in chains. Trust in the dust when the mask's in play. Every false promise gon' rot away. Lies and deception like a crown they wear. Playing saints in the dark but the truth ain't there. The shadows whisper louder than the words they say. Every lie burns bright till the night turns day.
Smiles are weapons. Trust is broken. Lies stay. Truth fades away.
Strings on your back, voices in your head. Control is illusion, but you're already dead.
Every move you make got a hand on the string. Puppets in the game, hear the master sing. Whispers in the crowd, but the chains run deep. Manipulation hides where the shadows creep. Promises sweet, but the poison's slow. They feed on your trust while they steal your soul. Every choice you think is a lie they wrote. Your freedom's a cage and they tighten the rope. Controlling the eyes, deception in the tone. They make you believe what you never should have known. The harder you fight, the tighter the hold. Your story's been written by the lies they sold. Manipulation, control of the mind. Every thought you breathe, every truth they blind. Puppets on the stage with a script they own. Dancing in the dark where the seeds are sown. Manipulation, it's a cage unseen. Pulling all the strings in the space between. Your will ain't yours, it belongs to the throne. And the hand of the seat makes you not your own. Media spins, every word is a chain. Feeding your fears, injecting your brain. Leaders play gods, but they wolves in disguise. Writing your fate with invisible lies. Every freedom sold in a mask of control. Every law that they pass is a tax on your soul. You scream for the truth, but the echo don't stay. They bend every path, so you walk their way.
Strings on your back, voices in your head. Control is illusion, but you're already dead.
Manipulation, freedom is gone, and the chains are left. Manipulation, control of the mind. Every thought you breathe, every truth they blind. Puppets on a stage with a script they own. Dancing in the dark where the seeds are sown. Manipulation.
taste sweet, but the venom runs deep. Lullabies of love put my soul to sleep. Every I love you was a blade in disguise. I bled for your touch, but the truth never lies. Your hands held mine, but your heart held a scheme. Every night by your side was a ghost in a dream. What's love worth when it rots in decay? You poured poison in my veins, then you walked away. Toxic devotion, it burned me alive. I drowned in your ocean, but you wanted me to die. Chains made of roses, cut sharper than steel. Love turned to poison, it don't ever heal. Love turned poison, tears taste like blood. Your kiss was a dagger, your touch was a flood. You promised me heaven, but you showed me hell. Now I'm trapped in the curse of your wicked spell. Love turned poison, no cure in the dark. You shattered my soul, left scars on my heart. Your lies were the venom, my pain was the proof. Now love is the coffin and nailed it with truth. I gave you my trust, but you sold it for thrill. Every secret we shared was a weapon to kill. You painted love gold, but the shine was fake. A crown made of thorns was the gift you gave. You smiled at my wounds, you laughed at my cries. A devil in disguise with an angel's eyes. I learned too late that your heart was a tomb, and I buried my soul in your poison perfume.
Venom drips from the lips I kiss. Love don't heal when it feels like this.
You swore you were mine, but the bond was undone. Now the poison remains, and the damage is done. Love turned poison, tears taste like blood. Your kiss was a dagger, your touch was a flood. You promised me heaven, but you showed me hell. Now I'm trapped in the curse of your wicked spell. Love turned poison, no cure in the dark. You shattered my soul, left scars on my heart. Your lies were the venom, my pain was the proof. Now love is the coffin and nailed it with trust.
No love, no cure, only venom endure.
Poison hearts never heal.
Trust was a flame, now it's ashes in the wind. Broken vows, broken ties, no faith left within.
Gave you my soul, but you shattered it twice. Promises empty, every word was a vice. Said you'd ride with me till the very last breath, but you left me in the dark, hand in hand with death. I believed in the bond, thought the chain was tight, but the steel turned to dust in the silence of night. Your smile was a mask, your loyalty fake. Now my heart's just a grave for the trust you take. Scars don't heal when betrayal runs deep. Dreams turn to nightmares, no rest when I sleep. The bridges we built now crumble in rust. No tomorrow left standing on the ashes of trust. Broken trust, it cuts deeper than steel. Faith turned to dust, nothing left to feel. You swore you were real, but the truth was a lie. Now the bond that we had, just a ghost in the sky. Broken trust, yeah, it's poison in my veins. I'll never believe in your words again. The fire's gone out, nothing left but the frost in the ruins of love. Trust is what we lost. Your silence screams louder than 1,000 sins. Every promise you made was the knife in my skin. Thought you stand tall when the storm got near, but you vanished like smoke, left me drowning in fear. Now I walk alone, shadows keep me alive. I cut off the ties, only pain will survive. Trust once broken never comes back new. The bloodstains remain, every line marks you.
Promises fade, nothing's real in the games we play.
I gave you my faith, but you turned it to dust. Now nothing remains but the ashes of trust. Broken trust, it cuts deeper than steel. Faith turned to dust, nothing left to feel. You swore you were real, but the truth was a lie.
blades in the shadows, smiles in disguise, backstab whispers, trust always dies.
They shake your hand while they sharpen the knife, claiming loyalty, but they cut through your life. Every laugh in the crowd is a mask they wear. Behind the curtain, the trust is across the bear. Fake brothers turn cold when the money gets loud. They betray for a throne just to please the crowd. Chains of betrayal wrapped tight like a coil. Every friendship they touch turns blood to the soil. Daggers in the dark, but the pain feels near. Every I got you turns into fear. Trust is a gamble, the house won't pay. Every backstab bleeds what the heart won't say. Backstab and betrayal, they cut so deep. The wolves in the pack never lose no sleep. They smile in your face while they dig your grave. Every trust you gave is a soul enslaved. Backstab and betrayal, the crown they chase. Every scar on the back of the traitor's face. The blood on the floor tells the stories untold. Betrayal's the weapon and the blade is cold. Friends turn foes when the hunger gets strong. They sing loyalty, but the lyrics go wrong. Every drink that you share got a poison trace. Every hug in the dark hides a knife in place. They sell out love for the cheapest price. Sacrifice your soul for the roll of dice. In the silence of night, the betrayal screams, turning trust into ash, burning down the dream.
Whispers fade, daggers rise. Trust is dead in the traitor's eyes.
Every oath they swore was a lie they fed. Every backstab lives when the trust is dead. Backstab and betrayal, they cut so deep. The wolves in the pack never lose no sleep. They smile in your face when they dig your grave. Every trust you gave is a soul enslaved. Backstab and betrayal, the crown they chase. Every scar on the back got a traitor's face. The blood on the floor tells the stories untold. Betrayal's the weapon and the blade is cold. Whispers,
Smiles are daggers,
brothers,
turn shadows.
trust bleeds, betrayal fades.
Betrayal feeds.
Trust is fragile. Once it breaks, it cuts like glass. No turning back. The wound will always last.
I gave you the key to lock on my soul, but you picked it apart, left the pieces cold. Every word that you spoke was a promise in vain. Now the silence you leave is a permanent stain. You wore the mask of truth, but the cracks revealed. Serpent disguised with a heart concealed. I built you a throne in the house on my face, but you torched it down, left ashes in its place. Trust once shattered don't heal with time. It bleeds through the cracks, it poisons the mind. Every lie you whispered echoes like dust. Nothing cuts deeper than broken trust. Broken trust, it don't mend, it just dies like glass on the floor. It cuts when you try. Every bond destroyed, every promise a rust. The deadliest wound is the weight of lost. Broken trust, it's a scar on the skin, a cage with no lock. Go off from within. Once it's gone, there's no rebuilding, no must. All that remains is the ghost of trust. I replay the scenes where your smile looked real, but behind your eyes hid the blade I could feel. You called it loyalty, but you fed me chains. A kingdom of lies built on hollow veins. Now I walk alone in the ruins you made. The echoes of betrayal never seem to fade. I'd rather face hell than the face of a friend who tore out the soul I can't defend.
No glue, no mask, no blood can bind. The fracture lives on in a haunted mind.
Broken trust, it don't mend, it just dies like glass on the floor. It cuts when you try. Every bond destroyed, every promise a rust. The deadliest wound is the weight of lost. Broken trust, it's a scar on the skin, a cage with no lock. Go off from within. Once it's gone, there's no
Gold on their hands, blood in their veins. Corruption breeds, greed remains.
Money on the table, but the soul's all sold. And brave promise they make, just a story retold. They preach for the people, but they steal from the weak. Corruption in the veins, every word they speak. Pockets overflow while the streets stay broke. Every law that they write is a chain to choke. Power in their grip, but the truth can't breathe. Every hand they shake has a claws beneath. They sell out the light for the shine of gold. Hearts turn black when the greed takes hold. The higher they climb, the deeper they fall. Corruption don't stop till it swallows it all. Corruption and greed, it's a kingdom of lies. Building thrones on the tears, where the innocent cry. They dress in success, but the stains don't fade. Every crown they wear, just a debt unpaid. Corruption and greed, it infects the soul, turning saints into fiends, making hearts grow cold. The empire they build on the bones of need, it all burns down in the fire of greed. Contract signed in the blood of the poor. Every deal that they cut is hid in war. Behind every smile is a snake with fangs. Corruption spreads wide like the chains that hang from the courtroom seats to the CEO's chair. Every coin that they flip got a spare in the air. They talk about growth, but they feed on decay, and the hunger for more never fades away.
Whispers of greed, power they feed.
The throne is built on bones they take. Corruption thrives till the empires break. Corruption and greed, it's a kingdom of lies. Building thrones on the tears, where the innocent cry. They dress in success, but the stains don't fade. Every crown they wear, just a debt unpaid. Corruption and greed, it infects the soul, turning saints into fiends, making hearts grow cold. The empire they build on the bones of need, it all burns down in the fire of greed. Greed is hunger, corruption, no slumber. Truth drowns, kingdoms burn down.
They smile in the daylight, but shadows hide the night.
Fake crowns, fake thrones. Trust is a dead man's game.
Walking through the streets, all I see is disguise. Empty handshakes, venom in their eyes. They talk sweet words, but the venom drips slow. Claiming they real, but the mask gon' show. Toxic in the air, snakes hiss when they greet. Circle full of lies, watch the ground under feet. Never had my back, only watching me fall. Fake friends vanish when the devil makes the call. Cold voices echo in the silence of the night. Smiles cut deeper than a blade in the fight. Trust is ashes, burned by the schemes. I woke from the nightmare, killed all my dreams. Fake friends wearing halos made of rust, turn my loyalty into nothing but dust. They love when you fall, hate when you rise. Demons in disguise with truth in the lies. Fake friends, yeah, I see through the skin. Playing holy games, but rotten within. The dagger in my back feels colder than stone. In this dark world, I stand on my own. Chains on my soul, but I broke every link. They fed me poison, tried to drown me in the drink. Eyes on my plate, but they starve in the dark. I'm the fire in the storm, they just ashes and sparks. Can't buy respect, no matter what they sell. Fake love cheap, but it drags you to hell. They clap when you're gone, they laugh when you bleed. But envy got them dying while I still plant the seed.
I hear the whispers, I hear the lies. I see the masks, I see the skies.
They pray for my fall, they beg for my end. But I rise from the fire, no need for fake friends. Fake friends wearing halos made of rust, turn my loyalty into nothing but dust. They love when you fall, hate when you rise. Demons in disguise with truth in the lies. Fake friends, yeah, I see through the skin. Playing holy games, but rotten within. The dagger in my back feels colder than stone. In this dark world, I stand on my own.
No friend, just shadow. No trust,
smile in my face, but the blades in my spine. Backstabbers bleed slow, it's just a matter of time.
Handshake's cold, but the grip got knives. Every fake hug, just a way to survive. They cheer when I'm up, then they pray when I fall. Snakes in the grass, I can hear the hiss call. Friends turn foes when the hunger kicks in. Blood on their hands, but they hide with a grin. I gave them my trust, but they sold it for gold. Backstabber stories always ended real cold. Eyes behind my back, shadows never rest. Every kiss of Judas put my soul to the test. Loyalty's dead, buried deep in the dirt, but I rise through the pain, turn betrayal into hurt. Backstabbers in the dark, knives in my spine. Smiles on the surface, but their souls ain't mine. They want me to bleed, they want me to break, but I sharpen my pain, turn it all into hate. Backstabbers, yeah, I see through the lies. Their daggers is fuel for the fire in my eyes. You cut me once, but I'll never collapse. I turn every wound to a blade that attacks. Voices in the crowd, but the silence is clear. Enemies closer than the ones I fear. Karma on the hunt, got their names in blood. When the flood comes down, they'll drown in the mud. Fake ones vanish when the storm gets real, but scars on my back made my spirit of steel. They left me for dead, but the fire revived. Now I'm the shadow they can't survive.
Whispers cut like knives in the dark. Every friend turns snake at the heart.
Betrayal's a weapon, but I never fold. Backstabbers die young, their stories grow cold. Backstabbers in the dark, knives in my spine. Smiles on the surface, but their souls ain't mine. They want me to bleed, they want me to break, but I sharpen my pain, turn it all into hate. Backstabbers, yeah, I see through the lies. Their daggers just fuel for the fire in my eyes. You cut me once, but I'll never collapse. I turn every wound to a blade that attacks. Knives break, truth stays. Backstabbers fall, but I remain.
One face for the daylight, another for the night. Mass everywhere, no soul left inside.
Step inside the crowd, it's a circus on the street. Every smile painted, every word full of deceit. They bow with respect, but their eyes cut deep. Two-faced demons lurk while the angels sleep. They talk about loyalty, but it's all for show. Puppets on the stage where the lies still grow. Everyone's a saint when the cameras roll, but the devil shakes hands underneath their soul. Eyes wide shut, they don't care what's true. Truth is a ghost that they all run through. False halo shining in the city of greed. This world bleeds lies, it was never what we need. Two-faced society, plastic in the veins. Smiling in the sun, but they thrive in the pain. They clap for your rise, but they pray for your fall. No love in their hearts, just a mask on the wall. Two-faced society, shadows in disguise. Every word poison, every handshake a lie. I walk through the fire, I can see what they hide. No mask can survive when the truth comes alive. Preachers on the screen, but the sermons are fake. Selling hope for the dollar, souls for the take. Leaders wear crowns made of ashes and smoke. Feeding off the poor, watch the system choke. Neighbors turn cold when the fortune is gone. They smile with you now, but they cheer when you done. Hypocrisy reigns in this kingdom of dirt. Every word is a weapon, every smile just hurts.
Masks on, can't see who they are. Shadows dance in a city full of scars.
They can't hide forever, the mirror won't bend. The mask always cracks at the very end. Two-faced society, plastic in the veins. Smiling in the sun, but they thrive in the pain. They clap for your rise, but they pray for your fall. No love in their hearts, just a mask on the wall. Two-faced society, shadows in disguise. Every word poison, every handshake a lie. I walk through the fire, I can see what they hide. No mask can survive when the truth comes alive.
Masks crumble,
Eternal,
two faces burn.
one soul remains.
Masks crumble,
Eternal,
two faces burn.
one soul remains.
Smiles on the surface, knives in the back. They call it friendship, but it's all just an act.
They laugh in your face, but they plot in the dark. Every brother you trust got a blade to spark. Drinking from the cup, but the poison's sweet. Every cheer they give, just a scheme beneath. Handshakes cold, but the grip feels wrong. Been playing the role, they rehearsed too long. They wearing your vibe, but the eyes don't lie. Fake love's the mask that betrayal supplies. Friends in the daylight, snakes in the night. They hide in your shadow, but avoid your fight. The closer they stand, the deeper the wound. The mask always cracks when the silence looms. Massive friendship painted with a grin. Playing like they loyal, but they rot within. Every laugh's a dagger, every hug's a chain. They smile in the sun, but they thrive in pain. Massive friendship, it's a play on repeat. Standing by your side while they plot defeat. The face they wear is a fragile disguise, and the knife they hold is the truth in their eyes. They toast to your wins, but they crave your fall. Every secret you spill's just a weapon they haul. Fake brothers, fake love, fake trust, fake ties. Every ride or die, just a scripted lie. They'll borrow your light just to hide their shade, then vanish when the storm cuts the path you made. They'll echo your words, but their voice ain't real. When the mask comes off, you can see what they steal.
Whispered laughs when the mirror breaks. The truth drips blood from the bond they fake.
Massive friendship painted with a grin. Playing like they loyal, but they rot within. Every laugh's a dagger, every hug's a chain. They smile in the sun, but they thrive in pain. Massive friendship, it's a play on repeat. Standing by your side while they plot defeat. The face they wear is a fragile disguise, and the knife they hold is the truth in their eyes.
Smiles are weapons. Friends. Deception. Knives. Silence. Trust. It's violence. They chose silver over blood, sold their soul for the price of trust.
Loyalty cheap when the money gets loud. They smile at your face but betray in the crowd. Greed in their veins, dollar signs in their eyes. Every handshake's poison, every promise a lie. They sold me out quick for a stack in their hand. Turned brother to foe, couldn't understand the bond that we had. Turned cold in the dirt. Guess the value of trust don't compare to the work. Blood means nothing when the paper runs deep. Money buys silence, but the scars never sleep. They gave up the soul for the shine of gold, but the story of betrayal never grows old. Betrayal for money, knives painted green. Turn love into dust, turn trust into sin. They count my pain while they stack their bread, but the price of their greed is the blood they bled. Betrayal for money, no heart, just a scheme. They sold out the bond, they sold out the dream. Silver over blood is the devil's own deal. Now the truth cuts sharper than the blade they conceal. 30 coins drop like Judas in the dark. History repeats and it leaves a scar mark. They trade loyalty for the shine of a chain, but the chain's just a shackle and it ends in pain. Cash on the table but the soul feels thin. They worship the greed, let the poison win. Once brothers in arms, now strangers at war. Their riches bought graves but they still want more.
Money speaks louder than blood. Betrayal cuts deeper than love.
They chose silver, the devil got paid. Now their names carved on the stones of the grave. Betrayal for money, knives painted green. Turn love into dust, turn trust into sin. They count my pain while they stack their bread, but the price of their greed is the blood they bled. Betrayal for money, no heart, just a scheme. They sold out the bond, they sold out the dream. Silver over blood is the devil's own deal. Now the truth cuts sharper than the blade they conceal.
Silver fades, blood remains. Greed kills, but truth never dies.